Hello, welcome for the weekly portions of the Parasha. And this week in Europe, we are reading Korach. In Israel, you are ahead of us already. Right now, I'm talking about Europe. And let's see. So it's a very special portion that we're talking about that Korach, that he was from the tribe of Levites, right? That that they were doing the holy work, and he wanted to be the Kohen Gadol instead of the high priest, instead of Aaron. And he was very jealous about it, okay? And then he's coming to Moses and saying that, why other people are the high priest and not me, right? I want to be the head. I'm thinking I'm good enough to be the head of the priest, the kahuna, the priesthood. Okay, so then Moses is having like a trouble, like doesn't know what to answer for that, and and then what is happening? He's asking for guidance. So he's falling on earth and asking God help. So I don't know what to answer. This is a question that I don't know. And then it's coming a miracle. So right now we're having like a very intense period, okay, because some people from inside the tribe were questioning the authorship of different people, okay. So it's coming internally. It's something very could be exhausted for the leaders, right? And then is a miracle performed that when Moses is saying that you have to go, yeah, okay, this is what you want, I have an idea. So he's getting this divine inspiration that he has to move a little bit separate out of the tribe, and moments after, right, what is happening, all the people and the followers of Korach were swallowed by the earth. So they are going separate, so the others wouldn't be harmed, and they are having swallowed up by the earth. Okay, and very interestingly, that this whole portion is named after like this kind of wicked people. That is like an interesting people that is becoming like like you wanna be ahead, or what is not going against, basically against the rules. He's thinking what he thinks. Okay. Um, and it's better that we don't connect things of the Rashaim, of the evil people. Okay, this is what we have in the Mishle. Zecher tzadik livracha, v'shem Rashaim yirakav. The memory of the righteous shall be for blessing, but the name of the wicked shall rot. The other negative example that we later on we're going to have is Balak, okay, that he wasn't Jewish by himself, and the whole portion was named after him. So we have that kind of these people, um, but it's interestingly like Korach was like Jewish, coming from the Levites, and he was serving in the temple, and he's going against Moses in that sense. Okay, so it is probably the worst of the scenario that Moses could imagine. Uh, so whenever Korach went to Moses, he wasn't coming alone. He was coming with a group of people to see that how much maintenance, how much people are supporting him. So it is kind of pressure. It was pressuring also Moses in that time, just to say the whole scenario. And the way he was asking, he wasn't like a nice man. He was asking why it's not why this responsibility is not for me. Okay, what do you think? I'm not good enough. So the way he was asking, it wasn't something that people that like verse for something, you wait and you get it right. But in other terms, if you are telling how great you are and how much not necessarily people want to give you things, and basically wasn't He wasn't ready for the answer from Moses. He didn't care for it. Okay, I tell you, I'm better. I wanna be in charge, and I don't know why it happened, but I don't care. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm going to be. Um, okay, and we know that Moses was a very humble, so he didn't like his attitude at all. Okay, so there actually we know, like I tell you an example, what type of questions like Korach was asking of Moses. For instance, if we having a house and then we have a lot of holy materials, shall we put a mezuzah on it? What do you think, right? Okay, so Moses answered, yeah, sure, you have to. And then Korach continued, if the Torah having 275 chapters, can the house be kosher because of the kedusha, the holiness of the Torah? Uh, so then continuing, so yet his own ideas. He continuing. Then the mezuzah that it's such more smaller than the whole Torah itself, and only signing few things of the Torah, but not the whole parchment. So how could be transferring the whole home to be kosher and protected? Okay, so then um, so then you will ask why it's not true. Okay, what do you think? So certain people would be thinking different things, and this is the way how he receives his supporters. So then he ended up by questioning the legitimacy of Moses and Aaron itself. So asking by this type of questions, and on the other hand, that. So what he has a name Korach that we would write with Kuf Resh Chet. So all these letters is like imitating the letter Hey. Okay, Chet and Hey, it's very similar. Kuf is the unholy copy of the Hey, and also Resh is the beginning without the Yud. Okay, so you see that we have like an unholy imitation of Hey, we have a missing Yud, missing creator, so things, this is how his personality is built off. Um, so when we have the kuf, okay, it's the one leg is going very below the baseline, and that is signing certain negativity according to Mishle. It is say reglei olavot mavet, so it's the death. Okay, it's the malchut. It is something that not related to the mitzvot. So this is the kind of person he was. So that's asking these unholy questions. Even though he was a Levite, his root was out of that. So he wasn't so much connected to the Creator. Okay, we all know that the mitzvot, it is not beyond the materialism of the doing. It's much more. It's something having a spiritual aspect. Okay, that we are applying for ourselves. So we have a Reish, right? So Reish Rasha, it's an one. We have a leg missing there, so it's like very unstable. Okay, so this is the one. The Yud, it's about the doing. Okay, so it's something that make you unsure. The whole Reish is going to fall. Besides that, this is one of the negative, most negative characters of Rasha, of evilness. And the Het and the Hey, okay, so that we have a Het here, and it is connected to the letters are connected in one point, and also we have underneath the space. Mm-hmm. And then he thinks Korach was also thinking that he's above all the rest of the people. Okay, there's also in this like Hametz. It is like we're having filled up with ego, with the whole how the bread is like very thick, right? We all are filled up by ourselves. Okay, we are not looking around us. Okay, So basically, the secret is, we have to be balancing about activity and spiritual, like doing and spiritual realms, words, okay, to be aligned, to be connected. Okay, so this is what this weekly portion is signing us. Okay, and so obviously Korach wasn't such a great person, right? Okay, so we don't have to imitate himself, but he having his like positive message out of his action. So he want to be a Kohen Gadol to get closer to God. So this was his internal part. So he was doing all means by that. Okay, so this is what you have to do. Go for it and do everything what you planned, like in the brackets of the frame of what we can achieve. Okay, so this is time of doing period. Okay, thank you so much, and see you next week.